Welcome Northside family and friends to our new church building, which will be opening here in just a few weeks. We're so excited, and we want to give you a sneak peek of what to expect when you get here. I'm Wayne Young. I'm chair of the board at Northside. I'm here with my producer, director, and cinematographer, Peyton Lou Allen, and we're going to go through the building and just let you know what to expect when you first come here. I know many of you have been here more than once perhaps, but some of you haven't been here since it was a shell, so there's a lot of exciting things going on. It's almost finished. A lot of final details to be taken care of. I'm standing where the sidewalk will be, right in front of the main entrance. This is where you will come into the church when you're here for all kinds of activities, whether it be worship or special events or classes, whatever might be going on. We welcome you here, and we're looking forward to having it open in just about a month, and we wanted to show you all of the wonderful things that await you inside. Of course, the first place you'll see when you come through the main doors will be the foyer. It's a multi-purpose space. It will certainly be our greeting space, a place where we welcome everyone to our worship services, but it can also be used for meals and for other gatherings, for small class groups that may want to meet out here if they have the opportunity. Immediately to your left as you come in the door, you'll find our adult classroom and our check-in station for our children's programs. And immediately to your right, of course, will be the main entrance to our worship area, which I believe has been named the Ministry Activities Center. So those will be the first two things you run into when you come in the door. And of course, the foyer, you can see at the far end, there's some counter space where we'll have coffee and refreshments for our cafe, and certainly if we do meal functions here, we'll use that as a place to set up food. So it has lots of potential, lots of room. We can put tables out here, and we'll be able to use this space regularly for many purposes. We've come out of the foyer into the classroom area of the building. We made a left turn. We came through the doors, which you'll see a little later in the video. These are secure doors. There will be no access except for church staff and our children's program volunteers. No one will be able to come in and out. That's a great safety feature. The first place we run into when we come through those doors is, again, the adult classroom, which has actually two entrances, but we can seal it off so that it is secure, just like the children's area, and there won't be any access to the children's area through that classroom. Now, right now, we have our brand new worship area chairs stored in that adult classroom, but we'll get them out of there as soon as we can, as soon as we have flooring in the sanctuary, and can move those chairs to get ready for worship. As we've come down the hallway past our adult classroom into our children's area, the first room we come to is the nursery. This is for our smallest children. You can see it's a nice calming blue color. We have a sink and a countertop and plenty of room for cribs and changing stations, all the things we need. And of course, we have a restroom attached to this room, which is shared with our preschoolers' room. And this will be a great new space for our youngest children, and encouraging our families to come to church knowing that their babies will be well taken care of. You can see we're not finished by the sign on the wall. Tempted, but I'm not going to do it. We want to keep this paint fresh. We're now in the preschool classroom. As you can see, it's the same color as our nursery, and we've got lots of storage space for our preschoolers. We have cubbies and cabinets, and plenty of room for all the supplies they need and all the things they bring with them. It is connected to our nursery with the common bathroom, so we have convenience and comfort. We know sometimes with the small children, we have need of immediate access to the restroom, and that won't be an issue here. We not only have the one that they share with the nursery, but there's also a family restroom directly across the hallway. So again, lots of space, lots of storage, wonderful ways to serve our preschoolers when they come to learn about Jesus. I'm kind of far away from you right now, but I'm in our children's space. I wanted to give you some idea of how much space we have for our elementary age children's program. You can see there's painting going on to decorate it and make it a lively place for those lively kids. I'm not even all the way across the room. I'm only about halfway. So you can see there's plenty of space behind me. We also have counter space and storage space and a sink in here as well. So again, we'll have all the needs for our elementary age children met in one place, plenty of room. We know how active they are, and it'll be a very vibrant, lively place for all the programs we have for our children here at Northside. Now I'm in the space that is dedicated to our youth ministry here at Northside. I'm not even sure I'm supposed to be in here, but we'll stay in here long enough to let you know what the space is like. You can see we've already begun moving furniture and supplies and equipment in here for our youth. Can't wait till they have this space. We've kind of dislocated them at our current building because of our space limitations, but when they get here, they'll have this fabulous new large space. It will be equipped with all the things they like and need, the technology to be able to use for their studies that they conduct and their activities, and we can't wait to get them in here and make this space come to life. Well, we've made our U-shaped loop through the classroom area. We left the foyer and went into the classroom area and went around the hallway, past the main restrooms, which will be featured here in the video a little bit later. And now we've come back into the foyer at the opposite end. I'm standing in the kitchen. This is the serving window that connects the kitchen to the foyer. You can see the countertop. You can see all the space we'll have for coffee and perhaps pastries in the cafe in the mornings, or for meals that we serve here. They'll be able to come right out of the kitchen through the serving window onto the countertop. There will be a roller that will roll down and close this area when it's not in use. Make sure that there won't be any access when we're not using it. Behind me in the kitchen, we'll have all new top-of-the-line kitchen equipment, including a combination oven that can perform many functions, a warming rack that will hold our food when we have large meals, and a 3-compartment commercial sink, our ice machine, and of course a very large refrigerator. So we'll have a kitchen that will be able to serve all of our needs for a long time to come. We're up on the stage in our main worship area, and I know you can see behind me, and there will be some other shots of the area. It's not nearly finished. As you can see, there's lots of equipment and supplies still stored in this room. We don't have the flooring down yet, but this is where we will spend most of our time as a church. We'll get our chairs in here once the flooring is down and arrange them so that everyone can see the video, everyone can see the stage. We've got plenty of room on the stage for our musicians, for our ministers, and it will be a wonderful new worship space. It is not nearly as deep as our current space in terms of front to back. It's a little bit narrower, but it's wider from side to side. So we've kind of turned it sideways over here. We'll have plenty of chairs for everyone, and we'll fill the room with those chairs, and certainly we hope with people here worshiping. All right, we've now come into the office area of our building. We've come from the foyer through the worship area, and then behind the worship area there's plenty of storage. There's some changing rooms for baptisms. There's a small restroom that could be used for parents of small children or whoever may need it. Now we've come to the office space. You're looking through the window from the reception area into our first office so that staff can see folks that are coming in the main door of the office area. And then down the hallway are all the other offices for our church staff, and a conference room and a work room. So far better suited to their needs than the space they're making work for them now, which is in one room in the basement of our church. We're just excited about what staff will have the capacity and the resources to do when they get over here. I hope you've enjoyed this brief tour of our property. I hope it's helpful to you when you get out here in just a few weeks to be a part of our first worship service here at our new church. I'm standing behind one of our new chairs that we're going to use for worship, and I'm going to sit down in it in just a minute because I've grown weary from my tour, but I hope that you're excited about coming out here, and I hope it's helpful getting you oriented so that your first and every following worship experience you have here will be one of blessings. Thank you.